Yeah. Hey man, what y'all got going, man? It's your boy Prophet, man. Y'all know what time it is. We back with another video, man. Now that boy Bronny James just declared for the draft. You know what I'm saying? I got niggas in the comments talking about he ain't ready, he ain't this, he ain't that. Shit. Bless me, man. Bless me. But let's go check the video out,
obviously
man.
at a hill, so I'm not going to play another 21 years. That's for damn sure. But
What do you need to do in your career before you can hang it up?
I need to be on the floor with my boy.
at the end of the day, Bronny's his own man, and he has some tough decisions to make.
I've never seen a basketball career with more twists and turns than Bronny James's career, and I feel tremendous empathy for this young man. And now we have a brand new update that could completely change everything for Bronny. So before we get to the content, we're currently on the grind to 1 million subscribers. Make sure you drop like, subscribe, and turn on our notifications.
Shout out to the flight, Mike.
Grow. How do we get all that out of the way?
I got a pizza in the oven, bro. If that whole burn up, I'm gonna be pissed. It's actually gonna be ready in 1 minute, so when it's time to go off, yeah, gotta grab that. I ain't gonna lie.
Look right over here, you'll see all of these wonderful human beings that have been able to make some money by playing Prize Picks.
All right, bro, get your money, bro, but goddamn.
What's going on, everybody? 1 year ago, many general managers and executives alike were expecting Bronny James to be a lottery pick in the 2024 NBA draft. And when you consider the fact that most executives are considering this draft to be one of the weakest drafts in recent memory, it wouldn't be that far-fetched to suggest that Bronny James could have been a lottery pick. You pair that with the fact that LeBron James has consistently been on the record saying that he wants to play with Bronny and will sign with whatever team that drafts Bronny, and it's a recipe for success for Bronny to at least make it.
That's low-key smart as hell. Bronny might slide in the draft, though. Like he might just, you know what I'm saying, sneak in there and get picked. Because, bro, the draft class already weak as hell, you know what I'm saying? Hold on, though. Let me go grab this pizza, and I'll be right back. Y'all know I gotta do it. I'm hungry as shit. All right, y'all, we back, man. Just gonna get back to the video.
In the NBA. But unfortunately for Bronny, the worst case scenario happened multiple times this past year. In the very beginning, it had to do with his cardiac arrest, which following a cardiac arrest, there was a question about whether or not he could even play basketball anymore. Once he got cleared by doctors and he was okay, thankfully, he had to reacclimate to playing basketball at a high level at USC. Unfortunately, that just never came to be. Bronny had a very rough season with the USC Trojans, averaging 4.8 points, 2.8 rebounds, and 2.1 assists, shooting 36.6% from the field and 26.7% from three in 25 games. Now, my personal take on the matter,
I ain't gonna lie, Bronny's stats was garbage as hell. Don't get me wrong. I think his stats some shit. But the nigga coming off a heart, you know what I'm saying, the heart situation, you can't really expect him to just come off that and just be going like averaging 30 and shit. You know what I'm saying? If he go to the league, though, I feel like he's going to be better in the league than he is in college. Just out the fact that everybody going to be on his dick. No, like, pause, you feel me? But everybody going to be on his nuts. They going to be trying to help him be better. Either that or they going to be trying to shit on him. Either way. You know what I'm saying?
I was shocked that Bronny was playing basketball to begin with, considering that he was diagnosed with a congenital heart defect. And typically you don't see athletes returning to athletics once they're diagnosed with such a thing. But he was cleared to return to basketball late in November, and it looked like he had a difficult time reacclimating to basketball. It was also a brand new environment for him, and the pressure for Bronny has never been higher. Well, actually,
Facts.
The pressure on Bronny has always consistently been this high. I mean, LeBron James has consistently told the world that he wants to play in the NBA with his son.
If you want to travel with your kid,
And that's Brian's fault too, though.
but don't want to share your kid's
Feel me?
bedtime,
Putting all that pressure on that boy. That's Brian's fault too, though. Putting all that pressure on bro like that. You know? Come on, Brian. You named him after you, LeBron James Jr. They done hit me with another ad. God damn. Come on, man.
To be happy and find happiness in whatever it is that he does.
I want him to get to the NBA. I'm not even gonna lie. I want to be on the same. I want to be on the court with him. I think that'd be an unbelievable moment.
And that wasn't the only time he told us.
Bronny is #1 on my fucking list.
That's dope.
He's number one on my list that I want to play with for sure.
Or how about when LeBron said that Bronny can play for us now in January? And probably my favorite moment of all was when a brand new mock draft came out suggesting that Bronny would be the 39th overall pick in the 2025 NBA draft. LeBron started to get fed up with the scrutiny that his son had, tweeting, "Can y'all please just let the kid be a kid and enjoy college basketball? The work and results will ultimately do the talking no matter what he decides to do. If y'all don't know, he doesn't care what a mock draft says. He just works, earned, not given." It's kind of...
Now, if Bronny get drafted in his first round of this draft, it's strictly because of his pop. No cap. If Bronny James was named, if his name was Steven Johnson, we wouldn't even be hearing about this nigga. If his name was Steven Johnson, we wouldn't even hear about him. With the stats he had, you know what I'm saying? Bro, niggas wouldn't give a fuck. But since he LeBron James Jr., you know what I'm saying?
Crazy,
Yeah.
because the same thing that sabotaged LeBron James's ability to win more championships is the same thing that is kind of sabotaging his son, in my opinion. I understand LeBron had a rough first 7 years with the Cleveland Cavaliers, mismanaging his career in the sense that they weren't really able to get him talent to help him win a championship during that first stint. But there are moments where LeBron James just meddles with things that just don't need to be meddled with, hence the GM memes. There are times where he micromanages things that would just be better left untouched, in my opinion. And I think this is another one of those, because you can't go and say,
I want to play basketball with my son and he must make it to the NBA.
and then completely pivot to the other side and say,
Hey, can you guys stop putting all this pressure on my son? He's working and he's doing his
Right.
best.
you can't have it both ways, especially when you're saying things like this.
What do you need to do in your career before you can hang it up?
I need to be on the floor with my boy. That would be ideal for sure. Being with him, spending a full year with him in the same uniform, that would be the icing on the cake.
So currently that's where we are. It's obvious that Bronny is going to be returning to college basketball. But on top of that, there's a question of where is Bronny going to play college basketball for? There's no question that his season at USC was a disaster. As a matter of fact,
Damn, a disaster?
his entire season
Damn. A disaster is crazy, bro. Oh, his shit wasn't a disaster, bro. He coming off a heart failure. Like, you gotta get that nigga time to get back right and shit. Like, a disaster, my nigga? I know he averaged 4 points. He averaged a triple 4. 4 points, 4 assists, 4 rebounds, but nigga averaged a 4 for 4, but don't call that nigga shit a disaster, bro. Come on now. That's fucked
a
up.
disaster. And on top of that, their head coach, Andy Enfield, has announced that he is leaving the USC Trojans to take a job at SMU, which means that USC basketball team might look completely different this year.
They finna get Musselman from Arkansas.
Likely that Bronny
Okay.
is entering the transfer portal. Now, if Bronny enters the transfer portal, then there's no question about it. He is returning to college basketball as opposed to making the jump to the NBA, which personally I don't think is the worst decision, but at the same time, it really depends on what Bronny wants. He could easily enter the NBA draft this year, but he probably won't get drafted, and the Lakers probably will sign him just to keep LeBron happy, or he could return to college basketball and try to improve on his skills and force LeBron to play 1 or 2 more seasons, which, by the way, is what Shams Charania is assuming that LeBron James is going to do.
I still think people around him, people around the league still believe he's going to play another 1 or 2 years, but beyond that, I'm not so sure.
Yeah.
LeBron James was already asked how much longer he expects to play in the NBA.
Yeah, not very long. Not very long. I'm on the other side, obviously at a hill, so I'm not going to play another 21 years. That's for damn sure. But not very long. I don't know when that door will close as far as when I'll retire, but I don't have much time left.
I personally found this interview.
Damn. I feel like we be taking Bron for granted, bro. Like, we make fun of the nigga because he flop, you know what I'm saying? Little flop, little cap, he be lying and shit, but whatever. But, bro, when LeBron gone, niggas gonna feel that shit. Niggas gonna wish, like, damn, I miss Bron. Watch.
interview to be hilarious because it's
That nigga ain't got that much long.
dumb moments I think I've ever seen. Obviously, you're closer to the end of your career than the beginning of your career, but I guess LeBron feels the need to remind us consistently that he's closer to the end of his career than the beginning of his career because he's playing at an unprecedented level for a man his age. So does this mean that LeBron James's ability to play with his son will be sabotaged? Well, it really depends on what Bronny decides to do. And to LeBron's credit, it seems like he's listening to some of the criticism about the pressure that is being placed on his son. Because unlike previous interviews, LeBron isn't really pushing Bronny in one particular direction or the other.
I don't know where it came from. But at the end of the day, Bronny's his own man, and he has some tough decisions to make. Yeah. And when he's ready to make those decisions, he'll let us all know. But as his family, we're going to support whatever he does.
Have you heard of Dix.com?
That's good, Cap.
Dix.com. Have I heard of Dix?
God damn, 2 ads? Shit.
James has officially made his decision, and he's attempting to have his cake and eat it too. Because according to Shams Charania, USC freshman Bronny James is declaring for the 2024 NBA draft. But at the same time, Bronny's going to enter the NCAA transfer portal in order to maintain flexibility.
Now, like I said, bro, like I said, Bronny could sneak in the draft and get picked. He could. It's very, very possible the nigga dad LeBron James. But like I said too, though, if this nigga name was Steven Johnson, bro, or whatever, excuse me, we wouldn't even know who this nigga is. Like, we would not be I wouldn't even be watching this video. You know what I'm saying? So it just, if he make it to the league, it's strictly off name and you know, ticket sales at that point. Keep LeBron happy and shit.
Make a draft decision based on evaluation. It's really interesting to see what decision Bronny makes here. You could declare for the NBA draft, probably would get undrafted, but you will get to play with your dad on whatever team you decide to join. Now, I don't know how this is going to shake out. I can't imagine Bronny going from averaging 4.8 points off of sub 30% shooting from 3 and sub 40% shooting from the field to even seeing the court in an NBA basketball game. Nor do I think that's what's going to be what's best for him, especially considering what the Lakers' aspirations are. This is a team that is on the fringe of consistently making it into the play-in or the NBA playoffs, at least over the past 2 years. So I don't really think LeBron James has the ability to take a step back and focus on his own son's development in the midst of what the Lakers are trying to do consistently each and every year, especially if you want to win another championship.
I feel
highly
that.
doubt
I feel
he
that.
declares for the draft and becomes an undrafted free agent for the Lakers. But what I would think is best for him is Bronny transfers to another school that could potentially focus on his development, give NCAA basketball another year, and really hone in on his craft and show that he is way better than what we saw this past year from him at USC. I think the pressure and the finality of his father's situation is really starting to get to him. When you have,
it ain't no point for this nigga to stay in college because he don't need the money. One, you know what I'm saying? He's straight. It ain't like he need the NIL deals and shit. What do he need to stay there for? He might as well go pro now and get better at shit because off his name alone, he can get in. Pops gonna get him in there.
TV saying that his career is closer to its end than its beginning, which, duh, he's 39 years old. And the fact that he said multiple times that he wants to play with you in the NBA. Obviously, no matter how this season went or how this season goes, you probably want to declare and enter the NBA draft and maybe hope that the Lakers can sign you as an undrafted free agent. Maybe this is how it was meant to be for Bronny. Because if he was to go in the lottery, then LeBron would have to leave the Los Angeles Lakers and sign with whatever team drafts Bronny in the lottery. So let me know in the comment section down below. What do you think Bronny should do? Be transferred to Duke, Ohio State University, stay at USC, declare for the NBA draft? I'd like to hear what you have to say. Aside from that, I'm your boy Mike. I'm dropping our mic until our next upload.
Hey man, that was a good video, man. Shout out to the flight, Mike. You dig what I'm saying? Bronny might sneak in the draft. Who knows? It's going to be interesting to see for sure. But yeah, y'all know what time it is, man. It's your boy Prophet, man. Make sure I hit that subscribe button, bro. I'm going to keep pushing out these videos, man. See y'all boys in the next video, man. Come on.